Hello and welcome back to another Technology Guru video. So today I'm going to take you through a full tutorial of showing you how to live stream using OBS or Open Broadcaster software, whether you want to stream to Twitch or to YouTube. I've got some old tutorials on this, but OBS has released a new software which is now called OBS Studio. So we're going to do a full tutorial on how you can go from start to finish, how to set up your live stream. A few things you're going to need. First, you're going to need to download OBS. So go to obsproject.com or just Google OBS within Google, and that will bring up the OBS Project website. Once you're there, you're going to want to download the version that you need for your operating system. So if you're using a Windows machine, download this one here, a Mac and a Linux, and so forth. Once you've downloaded OBS, you're definitely going to need some sort of microphone and webcam. Microphones, cheap ones I recommend are Blue Yetis. Anything from the Blue series of microphones or Audio Technica is great. And then you're going to need some type of webcam. I use the Logitech C922X, which is 4K or 1080p capable. Definitely check that one out. All the links will be down below if you're wanting to check out that hardware. Now, once you've downloaded OBS Studio, you want to go ahead and open up OBS. So I'm going to go ahead and open up OBS now, and I'm actually going to make it full screen. This is a little overkill as far as full screen goes because, again, you're probably going to be looking at this on an alternative monitor when you set it up. But just for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to show you from the ground up how to set up OBS. Now, when you open it up, none of this is going to be here. All you're going to see is a blank space. You're not going to see anything. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and set up your first scene. So what is a scene? A scene is what you see here. You can see my desktop behind me. You can see me here in the webcam. You can see my microphone. All of this is a scene. Now, when you start and open a video game, that is going to be a part of your scene as well. But you need to go ahead and get the settings, configured first, and then you can start streaming within OBS. First thing you need to do, go down here where you see the Scenes tab right here and click the addition symbol. It's going to say add a scene. We're going to go ahead and call it scene 2. You can name that whatever you want to name it. Now, when you create a new scene, you're going to see this. Just black is all you're going to see. So now once you have a scene created, you need to go ahead and add sources. So now what we're going to want to do is click the addition symbol here underneath sources to add our first source. Now, the first source that I always like to add is my video capture device. Now, the video capture device is going to be your webcam. Now, I already have one set up as my webcam, but we'll go ahead and create a new one. So go ahead and give it a name, and then go ahead and click OK. Now, once we do that, it's then going to ask us what device do we want to use as our video input. Now, the first thing you need to do is under device, go ahead and click that drop-down menu and select your webcam. If it's a USB cam, it should already come up automatically if it's plugged in and you have all the appropriate drivers. Now, there's a bunch of different stuff that you can do here. You can flip it vertically, but for simplicity's sake, guys, just leave it like it is. Don't mess with any of these settings until you realize later that you need to do that. You can also go to configure video here, and you can actually go into your webcam settings, but we're not going to do any of that today. Go ahead and click OK. And the last thing I want to show you here is that when you're adding this, if you've already added your webcam, you can only do it once per webcam. So under Add Existing, click that box there, select the webcam, and then go ahead and click OK. Now, as you can see at the top of the screen here, you're going to be able to see the webcam. Now, I can move this around like I'm using Photoshop. It's almost like its own layer. So I can click and hold with my mouse and drag this wherever I want to drag it. Now, a lot of people have different scenes. Like you may have scene 1, which is called full scene or full webcam, where basically you drag your webcam out and it's full, it's full screen like that. That's a little much for me right now. So we're going to drag it down to the lower left, which is, where you might want to drag it within your scene. Now, once you've added your video capture device, you then want to go and change the settings and go ahead and start setting up your audio for your microphone. I'm doing this in the steps that I would normally do when I'm setting up my OBS to stream or to live stream. Now, go ahead and over in the right-hand corner, you're going to see something here that says Settings. Now, if we go to Settings, click on Settings, we're going to see a few different things. I'm going to walk you through all of these step by step. Now, under General, there's really not much that I change here. I leave all of this the same. A lot of this is basically aesthetic stuff that basically changes the way OBS looks or the way you experience their user interface. So I'm really not going to change anything here. The main thing here is going to be under stream. Now, under stream, you've got stream type. So it's going to be a streaming service. Now, custom streaming server, we're not going to cover that in today's video. If that's something you want, I'll do a video later on that. Put that in the comments if that's something you're interested in. Under service. Now, you may be streaming on Twitch. You may be streaming on YouTube or YouTube Gaming. Whatever service you're using, you're going to have a coinciding stream key. If you don't know how to find your Twitch or YouTube stream key, I will have the 2 videos that I've done showing you how to find those specific stream keys in the description of this video. You've got to log into YouTube, log into Twitch, navigate to your information for your account, get the stream key, paste it here where it says stream key. Once you've done that, you need to go down, always click the apply button in the bottom right-hand corner when you've made and completed all of the changes that you want to make to set up your OBS. So once I've clicked apply, I'm done. You've got it set up, you've got Twitch, you've got your want to do that. Now, once you have all of this output, I always change my output mode to advanced. Now, under advanced, it allows me to control a few different things. Now, not only can you stream with OBS, but you can also record. Now, I don't really prefer the recording options in OBS, but it is free, and if that's something you want to do, you can definitely 1920 by 1080 because I like to stream in 1080p. So even if you have a larger 4K monitor, you can rescale it to be 1080p, which is, changing this here. Now, if your internet connection is not that great, you may want to rescale this to be 720 or something like that. That way your stream doesn't chug or lag or you get some things like that. Under rate control, the bit rate here, again, all of this is going to determine that, really going to be determined by the internet speeds at your house, the type of machine you have. I'm dependent on the type of stream that, the type of, I guess you would say, setup that you have. Now, once you've made all of the different changes here, go ahead and click apply right here at the bottom right-hand corner. And then let's go over to the most important thing. I really think audio for me is one of the most important things about a stream. Now, leave your sample rate at 44.1. You want your channels to be set to stereo. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The desktop audio device. Now, mine is going to be set up as the speakers because this is how I have my setup, going in. But normally you may have this set up to default. Like if you have your computer plugged into like auxiliary audio device, this is your main microphone. This is this guy here. Whatever you're speaking into, whether it be your Blue Yeti, your Heil PR40, whatever it is, that's going to be here. Now, for me personally, I have an audio interface that's going into my computer. So underneath microphone, my XLR microphone is